Hey, what's up? Hello, it's your girl Sid, and I wanted to pull some cards for the upcoming solar eclipse that is happening on the 21st. I believe it peaks at 3:43 p.m. Eastern Time. I want to say that, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So I pre-pulled some cards because this deck can get kind of crazy. I'm using my astrology deck right now. So the first card that came out is Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. This is all about swimming in your emotions. So since the lunar eclipse, like earlier this month, and up until now, you have probably just been in a puddle of your own emotions, and that's okay because we need that, and there is a time and a place for that. And Pisces is all about like with the body also. So you could be feeling energetic things going on with your body. And it's not necessarily like a sickness, but you could just kind of be feeling wonky, like maybe muscle aches or something that doesn't normally bother you is bothering you right now. Take that as a sign that this message is for you. This is also about creating a space and a container for not only your feelings but for other people's feelings as well. The Pisces calls for very healthy boundaries, and boundaries aren't for other people. Boundaries are for you. What are your boundaries, and how do you want to live your life unapologetically and authentically also? We also So the numbers 1221 could be significant. So we have 12 and 21 card coming out here too. So 222, we have 23, lots of twos happening. So we have Pisces, and then next we have Jupiter, which as a Sag, this is all mine, honey. And Stellium also over here. If you are familiar with astrology, and if not, please, I offer those services, so please reach out to me if you'd like to know more. Jupiter is about expansion, honey. This is like big room, lots of people. Public speaking could be significant for you here. This is all about abundance. This is bringing in abundance. This is thinking bigger. Traveling could be significant for you right now too. Or even if you're not actually physically traveling, you could just be like thinking of traveling in your mind, or like maybe you're meditating and going to a place that is like your favorite place that's not like around where you live. And diversifying your perspective of the world, of yourself, talking to people of different cultures, getting to understand how other people think in a way where you're not trying to convince someone else to think what you think, because that's insecurity. When we are secure with ourselves and we know what our values are, you don't need to try to force someone to think how you think. That's just you seeking validation for what you think, and you're trying to be like, oh yeah, that's right. And then you're like, oh, this person said I was right, so I'm right. And that can be just a loop. So I feel called to mention that as well. Expanding in ways that work for you. What works for you might not work for other people, and that's okay. And figuring out what works for you means that you have to try things, and then you have to fail. I don't think failure is real. I've said that for a long time. I don't think failure is real. I think that failure is just what you learned from the test that you took. Failure, you will always learn something. And if you learn a lesson, how is that a failure? Failure doesn't exist. So exit that. Jupiter is also about giving to receive. So that could be significant for you too. You have to give in order to receive. And even when you have nothing to give, you have things to give. You have your energy is enough. When people are around you, they feel filled. Their cup is filled when they are around you. You don't need anything more than yourself. So you are more than enough, and you will always have enough. The next card we have is Venus. So this is very exciting. So we have Pisces water sign, we have Jupiter, and we have Venus coming out here. This is like luck, love, and abundance for like yourself. And I think that that might be different for you. You may have been feeling abundance in other ways, but not necessarily like for yourself. Like your abundance has come through for other things, like maybe for your business or, you know, like it's tied with other things. This is for you, honey. This is for you. So Venus is saying, what is calling to your heart? What does your heart want? Because what we think in our minds does not always equal what is in our hearts. You know what I'm saying? So, what is your creative muse? What gets your artisticness flowing? Okay? And your creative muse. So like what are you creating for? Who are you creating for? What are you if you can tap into something and completely lose yourself in what you're doing, you are channeling. I don't know if you knew that, but you're channeling, whether that be music, art, photography, like literally the list goes on of all of these creative, cool things that people do. And it's awesome. So this is like Venus is all about acting on what you're passionate about. And if you go to your birth chart, you can see what um, like house and sign that your Venus is in. So I'm a Sagittarius Venus, which means that I just like love all of I love travel, I love the expansion, the Jupiter. So like it's a good one. um, and romance is in the air. Venus is the planet of love, honey. This is self-love. This is love coming to you from outside sources, which really, like, when you get love from outside sources, it really just is like the love that you have within yourself that is like being projected into your reality. So please know that any love that you see or anything that you're seeing outside of yourself, you have that within you because otherwise it wouldn't be showing up in your reality. Does that make sense? If it does, if it does. Um, so this is like getting into more artistic things. You don't have to be an artist. Literally just like pick up a piece of paper and just start moving your hand and moving because we are constantly on our phones. We are constantly typing. If you don't journal, if you're not like physically writing things, that can like block your channel. So even if you're just like being silly, I watercolor a lot because I love to blend colors and watercolor is like a good way to do it. I have no idea what I'm doing or like the techniques of it all, but I just know that I enjoy it and it makes me feel good and I just like who cares? Um Giving help to others again with like Jupiter too, like giving help to others will bring you so much. So when you see someone that needs help, help them. Even if you're like, I don't even have like how am I going to help? You will be shocked. Once you just say like, oh, I'm going to help this person, that you'll start remembering, things will start coming to you, like it will you'll surprise yourself. So, this eclipse is going to be more uplifting. It's going to like get you out of that like emotional body and it's going to bring in so much abundance because you've been working hard for the past couple weeks. You've been working hard for a long time, okay? It is time to reap the benefits, reap the rewards, honey. Like you've been doing it, okay? And you don't like let go of the need to produce or do in order to receive because you are worthy of receiving whatever life that you want and whatever life that you desire. So again, I'm Sid with the Sid Sense. Thank you for being here with me. Follow me on TikTok at the Sid Sense, on Instagram at the Sid underscore Sense, and wherever else you're finding me. I'm on YouTube. And I have offerings. I do Reiki, I do tarot, and I do energy work as well. I'm getting into more sound stuff. So if you're interested in that, I have some workshops coming up. Just check it out. Just check it out if you're interested and if you vibe with me, okay? Thank you. Have a great day. Happy eclipse.